Tracy. Hi, Wendy. How's everybody today? I don't know about you. I mean, we've had rain, really heavy rain here today. It's got a bit cold. I've just been and put a jumper on. A little bit chilly. Anyway, I have momentous news. Mega huge, the most momentous news in the history of momentous news. Hi, Sonia. Fred has had pussies willingly. This is off me. No, yeah. What can I say?
They're all scared of me.
Well, I don't know that they're scared. I just don't think. Well, I don't know what it is really.
Let's see me as the alpha person.
See you as the alpha.
Yeah.
That's
what I tell myself.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, whatever. Anyway. How do they see it? If it? Well, no. That's rubbish. It's me that's the alpha. I'm the alpha mother.
You're a mother.
Something. So anyway, yes, momentous news. Fred has allowed buses. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Jen. Oh, Jen, found out the answer. I'll message you in a bit. It wasn't you and it wasn't me. No, it wasn't. It was. I don't know.
I don't even know.
Hi, Kari. Oh, you know what? I really like this now because Kari's just said that it's sunny and warm in Connecticut, and my mind is immediately transported to
covered bridges.
Well, yeah, covered bridges and yeah, nice
Stews.
Stew. Oh, Stu Leonard's. Oh, okay, yeah, that too. So that's my momentous news out of the way. The other thing that I need to tell you is you guys are amazing. Hi, Donny. I can't believe how many orders you've done for the rosette things. Thank you so much. As you can hear, somebody is busily printing behind me. We've got quite a few orders. So much appreciated. Thank you very much. I know it's only simple, but it made such a difference. And I've seen a couple of people because we took some to Ohio with us, and I've seen a couple of people using them as well, which is just awesome. Makes me happy. It is Boston, so thanks guys, it's really appreciated. So if you can think of anything else that you'd like, let me know. If you haven't seen, there's plenty of posts knocking about. I did a how-to on how to use Mark's rosette maker, which hold on, let me just dig this out. It's here. And that was a little rosette that I made in the how-to that I did. Just so much fun. I think we should bring rosettes. I love rosettes. So we're getting on with those. And I think I am slowly getting back to a point where, might be able to make something. Sleeping still, utterly rubbish. Okay, I'll have a look. Yeah, I don't know what's gone wrong with this jet lag business, but I'm not sleeping at anything like the right time.
Oh, well, the night before last. For me.
Yeah. I stayed up most of that night and then went to bed about 8:30. Was it 8:30 in the morning? I don't know. I just can't get it right, and it's really doing my head in because it's messing everything up. Hi, Laurie. The only answer is we'll just have to go back. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I'm getting through. I'm mostly through the messages. I've got some weighing to do. I've got some other bits to do, but we're still, Fred fussing to do. Sorry, but that comes first. But we're slowly getting there. And last night, I did actually do a bit more work on the banner. I'd love to come to Calgary. You find somewhere for us to come, and we'll come. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Savannah. I've been working on that as well. So that hopefully, fingers crossed, if I can really get a spurt on, might be ready really soon, and then we really will be back to normal, which would be aces. Right. Okay, so where are we? This is the, yeah, we're in the craft room. We're glowing up. We're updating the Adventure Awaits little book, and what we've done so far is we've made it, and we've got these bits here. So we've got these flaps with a little pocket underneath. This flap's got little, you know, acetate slip for a photo. We've got this with a photo mat, and then we've got this bit to put photo mats in as well. So what I want to do tonight are these and these. Now, I haven't done a cutting guide, but I sort of have. I've just quickly thrown one together. So when I put that together, I realised that I hadn't done one for the week before. Or that was the week before we went away, wasn't it? So I will update those and get them done for you. But so what I want to do tonight are these two, and then start decorating. And I've been thinking about a closure on this, and I'm going to do a belly band, I think, all the way around. I think might be nice. So that'll be the last thing that I do, because obviously how thick it is once I've started decorating it is gonna make a difference. Oh yeah, I was gonna say as well, because my brain has not engaged gear at all, we're all ready for the boys retreat, the face-to-face on the 22nd of April. So that's a week on Saturday. So I'm all good for that. There are a couple of spaces because, like I said, I can't count if anybody does want to come along. And there will be some kits, but I'll put those into the shop unless I've spoken to you about it already. So that's good. But suddenly dawned on me this morning that International Scrapbook Day is coming up. And we've always had a face-to-face retreat, whether it was a day or 2 days, for International Scrapbook Day. And this year's no different, except it is, because International Scrapbook Day is traditionally the first Saturday in May, but some king bloke is having his coronation that day. So no INSD, we're going to put ours back a week. So that is the weekend of the 13th and 14th of May. Now, I haven't told you guys this yet, so this is all going to be new. But what's going to happen is we're going to do it a little bit differently. Previously, we've done a couple of little mini books, and we've done a couple of scrapbook layouts. And this year, we're going to do it slightly differently, in that what we're going to do is Saturday morning and Sunday morning, I'm going to be teaching a mini book, and we're going to be using Tim Holt's bits and pieces for that. And it's not going to be a junk journal, but it's going to be kind of like a mini book journal fusion thingy bobby what's it thing. So it's not going to be either, but it's going to be both, but not either, because I don't really know much about junk journaling. That's other people's departments, but let's just say it's going to have that kind of like shabby chic feel to it. Okay, so that is what is going to go on the Saturday morning and the Sunday morning. Now, if things go according to plan on the Saturday afternoon and the Sunday afternoon, there will be 4 scrapbook layouts. And I am not teaching them, because I feel like I'm so out of touch with scrapbooking these days that I'd rather you had experts. So if things go according to plan, and this is the first time I've told you this, we will have 2 tutors who will either be face-to-face or a video, just depends on the way that it works out. And we're going to have Julie Billingham, who you know, and Ellie Fox, who you also know, and they're going to be doing a couple of scrapbook layouts. And I've seen prototypes from both, and they're just awesome. So that will be coming out as soon as possible, the information for that. I definitely have spaces because I've never even told you about it. So if anybody does want to come along, all of the information, if you go along too, and maybe Mark, darling, you can put up the link along the bottom of the screen or something. It's calsummers.co.uk/retreats. Okay, so you can download the booking form, which has got all of the information on it, and an itinerary, although on the light of what I've just said, it may need a little update, but that's pretty much you know what's going to happen. So that's really exciting. And that's at Dunstan again, which is where the boys retreat is. We've got another 2-day mini book retreat coming up in Dunstan in June. And I can tell you, and I'm so excited about this, that do you remember I told you about that paper that we had done? You know, that beautiful sweet treats paper with all the beautiful purples and pinks and all of that sort of colours on. Well, I'm having a degree of difficulty finding a printer who'll do what I want, because I need somebody who'll do what I say. Yes, dear, exactly. But in the meantime, lovely Jo Richards, you can find her Facebook page, Jo Richards -artist, who is the lady that does all of the designing, who is the lady that does my website and my logo and all of this wonderful stuff. She has designed a second set of papers, which are awesome. And they are travel related, and that is what we are going to be using at that retreat. Might give you a sneak peek at some point, but I just need to, you know, get those printed up as well. But their colours are just outstanding, and I've got to say thank you to all of you, because these papers have been designed around. Do you remember when I asked you what do you look for in travel papers? They've been designed around that, so hopefully they will be exactly what you need. And I've taken my view with the papers, that I came to the conclusion that I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to paper crafting, in that I was paper crafting at a time when we didn't have all of the beautiful ephemera and add-ons that you get now. So I still grab a piece of paper and look to see what I can fussy cut to make my own embellishments, if you like. I can't help it. It's just, for want of a better description, the way I've been brought up in a crafty way. So these papers, they will be available for digital download, but they're also going to be properly printed, 12 by 12s, and they're single-sided, so you don't need to worry about which side to use. There are background papers and pattern papers. There are also cutter parts that we can layer up to make embellishments, and there are words and phrases on there as well. So you're getting everything all in one space, and they've been done in a way where, you know, you can get your scan and cut to cut it out if you're not into fussy cutting or fussy cussing, as Kari so rightly puts it. Although, I have scissors that I love, and I've just ordered some today, so they'll be going in the shop really soon. Finally, I've found my perfect fussy cutting scissors, so I'm happy about that. So the final thing that I've got to tell you is about Jo as well. Jo, the lovely artist lady. When Jo first started doing my website and stuff, I had no idea what an incredible artist in her own right she is. Yes, she does graphic design, but she also does like proper stuff, you know, like painting and stuff. So Jo is coming to our crop at Dunstan, which is just off junction 13 of the M6, on June the 3rd, and she's going to be doing 2 classes. One is an acrylic and collage type workshop, the other one is watercolor, during the day. It's an optional class if you're at the crop anyway, or people from outside who don't come to the crop would be more than welcome to come along. I have been posting about it today. You can book on Jo's website. All the details are in the group and on my main page. It's £90 for 2 workshops, which, when you consider Jo's background and you know what you're doing, is it's excellent value for money. And you're going to learn skills that, even if you're not a painter, I'm not a painter, but if you're going to learn skills that you can, you know, transfer into, you know, your mixed media, your scrapbooking, all of those things. So don't just look at it as a painting class. It's, you know, it's so much more than that. But if you've got any questions, do let me know. But I would love it if you could book on. And I know that Jo's also offering 2 installment package for that as well. So do go and have a look. Right, okay, so now it's time to get on with this. So what I'm thinking is, we've got all of these done. So we've got this to do and this to do. This is going to be a stacked pocket, and this is going to be flaps, because we've got to have flaps, haven't we? So if we start off on this page, I've already grabbed my green, And what I'm going to do is start to cut out. So, okay, let me go. And I've just realised, Mark, I'm just going to change one of these measurements now. I've just told you that. Okay, well, no, it's only one slight change. Right, so the first one that I want you to cut is, I want you to cut 2 at 3 1/4 by 5. So 2 at 3 1/4. Can I change my mind? Let's make it 3 3/4. No, change your mind. 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 5. Let me just change this. This will teach me not to make it up before. Yeah, 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. Right. And then I want you to cut 2 at 4 3/4 by 6. I haven't got 6 inches worth here, so mine's going to be slightly less, but it should really be 6. So, yeah, I want you to cut 2 at 4 1/4 by 6. Okay. I am. Well, fizzy stuff as in Coca-Cola, Lorraine, or fizzy stuff as in champagne. There is a difference. Right. Okay. So if you grab your scoreboard, what I'm going to do is these are going to be opposite each other on the pages, as you can remember. So this is going to go on the left-hand side, and this is going to go on the right-hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score on the 4 1/4 inch side at 1/2 inch and at 5/8 of an inch. Okay. So I'm going to get a little bit of a gusset there. This one is exactly the same. I'm just going to turn this upside down just so it's the right way round. This I'm going to score the same. So 1/2 inch and 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so these are going to go, one's going to go on that side and one's going to go on that side. Oh, Prosecco, nice. Okay, and then these smaller ones, which I think we cut at 3 3/4 by 5, I want you to score on the 3 3/4 inch side at 1/2 inch. And then for the other side, it's essentially at 3 3/4 because they're going to go opposite each other. Have I just done that the wrong way round? No. Right. Okay, so I'm going to fold and burnish. So one on that side, one on that side, and these are these. Yeah. No, they should be that way round. And then these are going to go that way round. So I'm just going to fold in the gusset. So when we have a look at that, you can see that there's a little overlap, and that's going to go over there like that. And then this one is going to go over there like that. So if I get my book and I open it up, let's see if my glue is working. And I'm going to put some glue on that flap. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to stick this in the middle. I'm just going to eyeball it. So that's going to sit, that flap's going to sit on there like that.
Ellie's just popping in.
Hi, Ellie. I've just been talking about you. Hey, Dawn.
Hey.
I sent you an email. I'm not sure if you'll have got it. Not Ellie, Dawn, I mean. And this one is going to go over here, but that also is centered top to bottom, like that. Or like that even, that's probably better. Okay, so that, we've got this little, neat little page here that opens up like that. Okay, or it could go like that, it's up to you, it doesn't really matter. We're going to do the same on this side, but the opposite way round. So glue on that flap there. Let's pop that in the middle. Glue that down. No, Ellie, I was talking about INSD. Oh, and I found the perfect paper today. I'll send you the link. I haven't ordered it yet, but I found it. Okay, so that one, as I said, you can put that whichever way around you like, but that's how that goes together. So on this page, what I want to do is stacked pocket. Yes, I know. I only realised that this morning, Ellie, and had an absolute panic. I don't know where this year's gone. I just don't even know what's happened. I don't know. I just don't. I haven't slept it. Well, not lately. No. Right. Okay, so stacked pocket. Right, we're going to cut 2 at 5 1/4 by 2.5 inches. Now, here's something. Did you guys know that when I write my cutting guides, I always write the width first? So 5 1/2 is the width across the page, and 2.5, no, 5 1/4 is the width across the page. I've just cut 5 1/4 by 2.5. So 5 1/4 is the width across, and 2.5 is the height. Which, if you're, using a directional paper, is useful information, I think. And then we're going to cut 2 at 5 1/4 by 2 inches. So 2 at 5 1/4 by 2.
See ya, Ellie.
Oh, see you, Ellie.
She's gone.
Right, so scoreboard. We're going to start off. Well, we're not actually, because I've lost my. There we go. We're going to start off with the 5 1/4 by 2.5 piece, and we're going to score on the 5 1/4 inch side at 1/2 inch, at 4 3/4 inches, and then on the 2.5 inch side at 1/2 inch, and that's the same on both. So we're scoring on the 5 1/4 inch side at 1/2 inch, 4 3/4 inch, and we're going to score on the 2.5 inch side at 1/2 inch. Right, the other one, the smaller piece, which was 5 1/4 by 2, we're scoring on the 5 1/4 inch side at 1/2 and at 4 3/4, And then we're going to score on the 2-inch side at 1 inch. Okay, so that's a little bit different. So we're scoring on the 5 1/4 inch side at 1/2 inch, at 4 3/4, and then we're going to score on the 2-inch side at 1 inch. Yeah, right down the middle. So, don't know if you're watching, Diana, but look, this is why I'm not losing everything, just most stuff. I have lost my new scissors. Oh no, there they are. These are the scissors that I was telling you about, the Spellbinders ones. They are absolutely amazing, and I'm very happy that I found them. And I've just ordered some today, so for the shop. Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do is a little bit of kinky mitering. So I'm going to just snip off the corners of the larger one. So where the score lines intersect, I'm just slightly changing the angle of my scissors. And then with this one, what we're going to do is we're going to make, this is a pants cut. So we're going to snip up to where the score lines intersect. And then we're just going to snip it off like that. So when we look at it, this looks like a pair of pants. Oh, English pants, not American pants. It doesn't look like a pair of trousers. It looks like a pair of underwear. All right. Huh? Sumo shorts. I don't know. All right, there we go. So I'm going to fold on my score lines.
When this says will you have some?
Hopefully, they should be coming. They should be here for that. So this is my bottom piece with the with the 1/2 inch score on the 3 sides. So I'm just burnishing that. Let's find out that I've cut this from. Oh no, miraculously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on my flaps here. And I'm going to pop one on that side.
Ryan says, I hope you've ordered a lot. She thinks they may be popular.
Well, I haven't actually. Well, not a huge amount. I wasn't sure how I can get more. But they are, I mean, I like them. But I think it's another one of those things that is so incredibly personal. You know, it's like I loved my.
You have impeccable taste.
I do have impeccable taste. Yeah. Look at my hook, yeah. I loved my Tim Holtz ones, but they were serrated, which I didn't love. That was kind of important part of them, but no, anyway, it just didn't do it for me. Although, no, but they were really great. They were absolutely fantastic. Poor Wendy's tried to get me on those snippy snip things. What are they called? Those snips. No. And I cannot. My brain does not work that way. So this is what I mean. Wendy swears by those snip things. And I just can't get my head around it. So, you know, it's like trimmers. It's all very, very personal. So I finally found these and I love them. So mind you, I've also got I bought these as well, the Tim Holtz ones, which I also love, but they're a little bit heavier. But these are like the other ones that I had, just not serrated. Right, so I'm going to just fold there on that pants cut. And what I'm going to do is just slip that in before I burnish anything to make sure it fits, okay? So that score line along the bottom, that is purely there for decoupage scissors, that's it. Yeah. That score line there is purely for us to see how far up it needs to go. It's kind of like a guide to make sure it's all straight and everything's good. So I'm going to put some glue on there. And I'm going to pop that inside that lower pocket and glue that down. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same on this side as well. And then the actual body of the book, that is completed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bore you all and go back and decorate it. So you're going to have to put up with me doing some fussy cutting and stuff now. Although I will say that this is Flower Market that I'm using by Graphic 45. Oh, I've had a new DT pack. Do you want to see what's in it? It's absolutely awesome. But the die cuts in this are a bit different. They've done the die cuts so they're exact. They haven't like got bits around them. It's absolutely to the design, and they are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, so that's the structure of it done. We will need to make a belly band, but I just want to kind of decorate it up first. So here's my bag of bits. But before I do that, all right, let me grab my box. Where have you put it? It was on your chair. You've got cramp. Well, stand up, dear. Might help. In your knee?
Leg.
Oh. And your jeans are falling down. Oh no. It's a good job you're not on screen. Can I have those two on the top? Thank you. I was going to do a proper unboxing video, but I haven't yet. So, what have I got? Here we go. Loads of stuff. Look at this. There are a couple of things in here that I think you'd be really interested in. Oh, let me just grab these out. I will explain all. This is really sad. This is my last one. Oh, sorry, just hit the camera. Which is very sad. But let's just say it's au revoir rather than goodbye. Okay, right. So what have I got? I have got, let me start at the beginning. I've got this new little one, which is, you know, the baby one, which is, oh, I love the colours on this. I mean, this is just so gentle. It's very different to me for things that Graphic 45 normally do. But I just love the colourway. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I've got that, and I've got the ephemera, which once again they have cut to exact edge, which is just fantastic. I mean, if you're not into fussy cutting, could it get any better? So there's no one just done a box. Did I put it there? No, you did. I did. Anyway. Oh, okay. So I've got that. Oh, and the patterns and solids, because these just make your paper go so far, so much further. I was talking to Paul about it the other day. And I just love the patterns and solids because, you know, you can make a book using patterns and solids and say an 8x8, and you've got plenty of paper left over. Hi, Mary. So those. Then I got. Now I promised when we were in Ohio, I said that one of the things that I was going to do was a mini with bowl of cherries because I really like it. So I'm going to do that. So I'll have to think about this, and we can do this as a class. So I've got, I mean, look at these colours. They're just gorgeous. So Life's a Bowl of Cherries, Patterns and Solids. Life's a Bowl of Cherries, 12x12 and 8x8, which I'm seriously thinking about this for the next sub box. What do you think? Would you like Bowl of Cherries for the next sub box? I think it's really cute. Oh, thank you, dear. And then the ephemera die cuts, which, you know, once again, they're cut out to size, which is just brilliant. I don't know why I'm thinking of Ken, who doesn't like fussy cutting, but I am. So yeah, so that's something that I'm thinking about. And then this one, which I've got my original somewhere. I never used it because I didn't want to, and I loved it so much. The Enchanted Forest, or we could have this in the sub box. It's up to you. That's gorgeous. I'm probably going to do something with that. And then this. Oh, yeah, I've got some red ribbon to go with the bowl of cherries. This is brilliant. This is one of the. I don't know if you know, but Graphic 45 do album and card kits, which you can, you know, have like a subscription for. And this is quite an old one, but it's Voyage Beneath the Sea, and it's a treasure chest and stowaway album. Now, I love the album. It's very similar. I think it's called it's Australian binding. It's one that I've made in the past. So it's kind of cool as bindings go. A little bit different. So I'm really excited about making that up. In fact, I think I'm going to do that next. Just put a bit of a spin on it. But this is, you know, so they do have lots of these kits still available on the website. So, you know, if you do fancy, you know, a kit from Graphic 45, they're absolutely stunning. And I've got the, you know, the metal bits to go with it, and the treasure chest comes. So you've got the MDF box, and then the Voyage Beneath the Sea, which I used actually for my I used mine up for my audition last year. There you go. So yeah, so that's my DT box. So yeah, that was cool. So yeah, I'm seriously thinking about Graphic 45 for the next sub box. So yeah, Enchanted Forest or Bowl of Cherries. I might do a what do you call it in the group, a poll, and see what you think. I like that. Oh, I haven't finished. There's these, which are albums in a box, which I'm going to open this one up because this is something that I thought I also might use imminently. And all of these are available on the Graphic 45 website. I haven't got any in the shop at the moment. The shop is depleted. But I'm sure I can get these bits if people specifically want them. So this comes in black and ivory, and this is called an album in a box. And I don't remember seeing this before. I don't know if I've just been particularly blind or what. Oh, come on. I can't get it off. I'm just going to have to rip that. Right. So, yeah, this. Oh, it's got a magnet on it. So that comes off, and you've got pockets. And this. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so this is obviously one that we have to put together. It's like an accordion album, so I presume it's going to go there. It's going to stick on there. It's got flaps. Ooh, I like. Pockets. Oh, imagine that with Enchanted Forest. I might have to do that. So yeah, so that's the album in a box, and that's black and ivory. But I know that you're very interested in these. Oh, it's got battered. Which are the interactive folio albums. So let me just open this one up. This is the one where you can choose what you do with it. So this also comes in black and ivory. Also magnetic, I like that. And then it's got all of these pieces in here. I think we should have a pre-made decorating album class. I really do. There's so many awesome albums out there at the moment. So you've got little pockets, you've got waterfalls, you've got big pockets, and you've got flips and flaps. That's pretty cool. And then you can just make it up as your heart desires. So I think that's going to be fun. So yeah, so have a look. I know they've just had a restock of these. So go and have a look. Do you know what, Dawn? I've got to be honest with you. Overall, you know how they say that, you know, buying craft supplies and using them are two different hobbies, and I truly believe this to be the case. And like all crafters, you know, going craft shopping was just like the pinnacle of, you know, heaven. But you know, when you have a shop, kind of that disappears a bit, because I don't know, it just kind of does. And I really miss the going out to buy stuff for fun for me, but I don't really have time to craft very much for myself, so it's not something that I kind of have done. But when we came over to the US, and you know, I visited quite a few shops, and I just got that joy of shopping back again. But I've always felt it's never gone away with Graphic 45. So yes, I always get excited about my Graphic 45 parcels. Just got to use them. I think I might be making things long after my brand ambassadorship tenure has gone. Right, okay, so I'm going to do a bit of decorating of this. I'm probably going to do most of it off screen. What's that? Oh, no. I can't use my box to put stuff back in because Max is in it. Just turn around for a second, and he's taken over a box. So yeah, so what I'll do a little bit of fussy cutting, a little bit of decorating up now, but most of it I'll do off screen, and then I'll come back probably next week and just finish off with what do you call it, stuff, the belly band. But you can see what I mean about the way that these die cuts are now, and they're absolutely cut to shape. I mean, I just think that is brilliant. It's just, it takes so much pressure off fussy cutting. I mean, look at that, so intricate, just gorgeous. Oh, those were left over from another project, but I might use them. I mean, look at this, look how intricate that is. So let me just sort these out. Because this flower market has got so much in the way of images, because the back of every page has got a whole load of images on there. You can see here, just to, you know, fussy cut as well. Right, I definitely want a green one.
So she loves a good night of shells and mindless fussy cutting.
Oh yeah, can't beat it.
Don't do that, please.
Ain't that the truth? I just realised I think the bit that I was going to do is blue and not green. Hold on, where's my book? What's the middle bit? It's blue. Oh, that'll go on there. Doesn't matter. Not the end of the world.
Winging it.
I'm always winging it, darling.
Dawn calls it frustration cutting.
Yeah, Kari calls it fussy cussing, and she's not wrong. It's not my favourite thing in the world to do. I just like the effect of it, yes. Right, let me try and sort this out. Blue. Here we go. I'm trying to think if I've got anything else interesting to tell you. Have we got anything else interesting going on, dear?
Well, there is, but not much.
Oh, no, I suppose not. I will tell you that I was chatting today to the wonderful Sandy from Harrington Travel, who is our lovely travel agent who has been helping us with all of our travel arrangements. She and I had a very interesting conversation today about this potential cruise to Norway, and we have a tentative date, which is September next year, which it does look like that's a possibility. The difficulty that we're having is quite ridiculous, actually. The difficulty that we're having is getting the company to agree to us having a room for exclusive use. But the ship is the one that I've discussed with you all before, which is the Iona P&O. Which could be good. And I think the date, I think it was the 14th of September. So kind of contemplate that date if that's something that you're interested in, and that would be around the Norwegian fjords for a week with crafting whilst we're at the sea. But we've been chatting about 2024 retreats. Now, currently, as it stands, our October retreat we have 2 of, because I can't fit everybody in the one. And then we have the Christmas one in November. So just say, for instance, we were going to do 3 residential retreats next year. We'd have September, October, and November, which I'm not really convinced is fun for anybody. So there is a possibility that we might look to do the October retreat earlier in the year. But like I said, we've just been throwing ideas around. Now, the October retreat this year, the first week is fully booked, but the second week has spaces. And I can tell you what the project will be for that. It's going to be making a book. It's going to be the way that it's decorated, which is going to be different. And Joe, who I mentioned earlier, my lovely Joe, the artist, has designed a set of stamps that we're going to be using to decorate up the book. And you'll only be able to get them, as part of that retreat. So that's kind of cool, to know that we've got that kind of exclusivity. June. Well, yeah, possibly. I was thinking a bit earlier in the year, kind of like March time, maybe. But we might have a, we might have a bit of a mix up and see how it goes. Kind of eke things out a little bit so it's not all at the same time. Because if, some of you lovely people like to come to the mall, which I am extremely grateful for, but I'm sure that, having one after the other like that is maybe not the way that you would want to have it. So that's why we're thinking about, ways of spreading it about a bit, for want of a better description. So nothing's set in stone at the moment, but that's kind of what we're thinking. So yes, watch this space. Now, most of these that I'm fussy cutting, if you are using Flower Market, I'm using the 8x8. I have got lots of the 12x12, but because this is quite a small, delicate book, I'm probably going to be better off using the images from the 8x8. But what I want to do is have lots of layers and lots of flowers everywhere. So that's kind of where I'm thinking of going with this. I will update the cutting guide because I've only ever given you 1 week's worth, which is terrible. Yeah, I love the day retreats too, to be honest with you. I really enjoy those. So there's definitely going to be, how many have we done? We've got three, I think. There's the Halloween one. I'm not changing that because that's my favourite. So the weekend nearest to Halloween. We've got the 2-day summer one in June, the travel one that I was talking about. And we've got we've had 4, haven't we? We had the nature one in February, and the For the Boards, which is the one in April. I'm happy to continue that next year, but obviously with different themes, if I can get better organised. But one thing that Mark and I talk about quite a lot is how we can include people in those days that aren't there.
What date is the Halloween one?
The Halloween one, I think it's the 28th of October. If you go to /retreat on my website, I think you'll find all the dates on there. But, it would be nice if I can sort it so people can kind of log in and take part that way. I'd like that a lot.
28.
Yeah, the 28th. But the difficulty that we've got is there's no Wi-Fi at the village hall in Dunstan, and we had signal is very intermittent, and last time we had a real job. We couldn't even stream, you know, within the group. So we've been thinking about how we can do that. So you can be there without being there, if that makes sense. So, yeah. So another thing that I love about these graphic 45 bits is I love these stamp images, but I like to layer them up. So I'll cut one out in full like that. And then trim a second one in a bit. So I'm taking the serrated edge off the stamp, if you like. And then I get a little bit of, I'm going to be in trouble here because I used this yesterday, which it turns out is off the Savannah box that Mark very kindly cut out for me. So I've wrecked his Savannah box. I have butchered it. I know, I'm sorry, dear. That's a bit long. And then I'm going to stick this on top of the serrated edge one. So I've got a bit of a 3D stampy thing going on there. There we go. And then I think I cut out this butterfly. Fold that up a little bit. Glue on the back. Just pop that on there. How pretty does that look? So pretty. So I'm going to continue my endless fussy cutting. And I'm going to start to decorate this up. So next week, we'll finish it off with the belly band. And we're going to go right out with that and decorating that up. That's going to be a mega band. And then I think we can safely say that this project is finished. Yeah, I've eked it out for as long as humanly possible. And if I pull my finger out, I'm not sure whether it's better to get sleep or not get sleep. I haven't quite decided yet. We might have the Savannah project to look at. It's going to be a very, very, very big kit, though. I do warn you. It really is. It takes up a lot of paper. I don't know what I was thinking, but obviously not very much. Not of the forest. No, I think the paper's sustainable.
Oh, it is actually.
I know.
Oh,
that would be nice, dear. Brother would never forgive me if it wasn't.
No.
So, you want to come for the boys? I've got a couple of spaces left, but it literally is just a couple. If you want to come to International Scrapbook Day, I've got loads of spaces left because I'm an idiot and forgot about it. Then the 2nd October retreat has spaces, and I've got spaces at Christmas, and I've got spaces for the travel, not too many, but I've got a few spaces on the travel one in June, which I also didn't think about because it's over Father's Day weekend. Idiot. Although maybe that's the gift, isn't it? That you're not at home with them. They get the day to do what they want to do. So, you know, that could be the Father's Day gift, is that they're left to their own devices. I'd go for that. Would you go for that, dear?
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Good lad. So, we will see you back here next Wednesday. Don't think there's anything in between. We've been trying to rack our brains to think if we're doing anything this weekend, and I can't think that we are, because we've got the retreat next weekend, the weekend after. I'm always confused. So hopefully we'll see you back here next Wednesday. We may have slept if we're really lucky. Who knows? So we will see you soon. Take care, everybody, and have a really great weekend. And we'll see you next week. Are you switching it off, dear, or am I? I'm deep into fussy cutting now.
Say bye, dear.
Bye.
Bye.